Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today at MBA Times, we'll make networking feel practical and doable. So you walk away with a simple plan, a few conversation frameworks, and key dates to hit before the applications. Here's the game plan for the next few minutes, around 5 to 6 minutes to be exact. We'll start with why networking matters, then the kinds of events you'll see, a timeline so you know when to do what, a simple communication framework you can use in any conversation. And finally, how to keep getting answers through our Q&A community. Let's begin with the why. These are the benefits you can actually see during the process. Networking isn't just a nice to have, it compacts months of guessing into focused, high signal insight. Let's look at what the benefits are. First, savings. You save time and money because many schools offer an MBA application fees waiver and you get the information you need. Soft power. Real names and faces create familiarity. When your application lands, someone has context for your story. That's the biggest gain. Culture fit. You'll sense the school's working norms, collaboration style, student energy, recruiting culture, etc. faster than any of the brochures can show. Personality. Conversations surface your unique edge. You learn which parts of your background actually resonate with the school. Confidence. Repetitions reduce anxiety. By the application time, you've already spoken the language and you've learned a new one. Feedback. Early signals help you recalibrate goals, essays, and even recommenders before the deadlines hit. Okay, so where do you actually meet the people and get these benefits? At the events, obviously. So treat events like field research, not box checking. Go in with 1 to 2 clear questions and one line introduction for yourself. Let's start with the coffee chats, which go in depth with the students and the alumni, which are great for fit and career paths. Info session have a breadth of knowledge because there are admissions team coming up and they'll give you the program updates. MBA fairs are more about efficiency because there are multiple schools in one place and these are perfect for the first time contacts. Just to pace yourself, here's a simple pre-MBA networking timeline that you can follow and everything will be fine. Understanding the timeline can help you pace yourself in this process. Let's see the peak times for the most admissions events starting with May. Start light with the fireside chats. Lower pressure, more storytelling. Ask about a day in the life of the students and the cultural insights. Fireside chats are usually just panels of the current students, or maybe alumni sometimes, who talk about their experience in the programs. These can actually serve as stepping stones into future conversations. Introductions can be made in these fireside chats, so certainly suggested from my end. In June, you can ramp up into the info session to absorb the admissions guidance and then some MBA fairs to shortlist the schools. There are lots of MBA fairs, some virtual, some in person. If you have in person, that would be the best. July onwards, double down on the MBA fairs. Just make sure that you have a wider exposure if you've not done so already. Then book targeted coffee chats with student leaders or club officers at priority schools. This is really important because you'll get to know the culture of the schools and leave the impression of the admissions team and the students also. Knowing when to go is only half the battle. The other half is what to say. And here's a framework that you can use in any conversation. Frameworks can actually feel overwhelming and robotic, but the idea here is to keep it conversational and ask the questions from the framework itself. The framework is called Tiara. So you use Tiara to guide a 10 to 15 minutes chat. Tiara is an acronym where T stands for trends. For example, what trends are you seeing in the recruiting or curriculum this year? That's a question you can ask. Insights is the next one. What's surprised you the most about the program after enrolling? A is for advice. For example, given my goal in X, what would you do differently in year one? Then comes resources. Which classes, clubs, or centers best support people pivoting into whatever career you want to pivot into? That could be an example. Assignment. Is there one person or event you'd recommend I contact or attend next? You know, that could be about assignment. So that is the idea, and I'll make sure that I put up the Tiara framework in our WhatsApp channel. It will have some sample questions that you can change to fit your situation. If you get stuck later, you don't have to do this alone. We do have a little bit of a surprise for you. Keep the momentum going and join our WhatsApp community for quick questions during your events week and test out our Telegram channel for updates and open the Q&A. The QR code is on this slide that will take you straight to the Telegram channel. It's still under testing, but it's still working for giving people the information about what's going on and what's about to happen. So, well, folks, that's a wrap. Thanks for spending the time. If you remember only three things, start early, be intentional at each event, and use Sierra to steer conversations. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you in the community.